So he talks about the catastrophic impacts on global food security of this prolonged war, and he says it could put 6 billion lives at risk. Now, he made this prediction, as I said, during that podcast you can see on YouTube with Stephen Bartlett. Now, he runs a predictive history channel and has built a following of more than 2.5 million in under a year, which is also, a bit of a red flag when somebody comes from nowhere and is suddenly everywhere. You obviously have to question whether that's organic, so we'll keep an eye on that. But he's talking about, we've heard lots of talks about oil, we've heard lots of talks about food and so on, but he's bringing this argument from a position of stuff called of fertilizers. He's talking about how the world relies on fertilizers, and without them, the world could only sustain a food supply and the life of 2 billion people when there's 8 billion people on the planet right now. So that leaves 6 billion without a reliable food source. So to quote him, he says, what are the 6 billion people going to do? Are they just going to starve to death? No, they're going to migrate, and this is going to create a huge global crisis throughout the world.